Everyone, welcome. Thank you for being here, as always. Somebody else just went.
Yeah, somebody else.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm the host.
Hi. I did. It's very sweet. I know. It's funny. I said, oh, I'm so glad.
Okay, I'm back. I just am laughing because you guys are all muted, but they're not. They're not muting themselves. Good morning. Good morning. So welcome again. Thank you for being here. So there is,
A lot of us.
I know.
We're growing. Yay.
There is this beautiful word called Ojas. It is in the tradition of Ayurveda. And it comes with prana and teja. So those are the three words, which is the tejas is the fire or the pitta quality that helps us digest and helps us digest life, emotional, physically. And prana is our breath, all of our different layers of breath, which is our vata energy, which is very transformative and changeable. And then ojas is this immunity. It's what our immunity is. It's the power of how our immunity works. And it is the energy of kapha. So the three energies, pitta, kapha, and vata, are what is within each and every one of us. And our immunity, or our ojas, or that vitality, or that strength that we are, is created from our birth. So interesting. It is created by what is happening with your mother and your father, what is happening in the world at the time that you come into the human form, you enter, what is happening through their immunity and their vitality. So that when you come into this world, you have a certain amount of ojas. And what's interesting with ojas is that good news is no matter what the entry into this world was, if something, can you imagine the children that are coming into the world right now, right? That this idea of all of the fear base around it and such. So you would be like, oh, this is a terrible, well, we can always build ojas. That's the good news, right? But what's interesting is that when we lack ojas, we have more tendency for obviously less immunity. Our immunity is definitely shot more, but we have less patience. So have you noticed in yourself when that you tend to get a little angry faster, or when you lose your patience faster? None of you have had that, right? So this is very much where Ayurveda excels, because it says there's nothing wrong with you. Build back up your immunity. Your immunity is shot or is hanging with a thread when that you tend to lose your mind a little faster, because less ojas also has so much to do with the transformation of your mind, what's happening in your mind. So simply to build the ojas, this reservoir of vitality and energy, we need to obviously feed ourselves very well, but also practicing yoga. And then I'm going to give you some thoughts on something that Matt Kahn spoke about. I was reading about it on Thursday, but let's get moving, and then I'll check in with you a little bit about this idea of really nourishing yourself with taking care of how you give yourself compliments, how you compliment yourself. So bring your hands together at your heart center, close your eyes. The respect that you give to yourself and the respect that you give to each other, that will build your ojas. The disrespect you have for yourself and the disrespect you have for others will decrease your ojas, your immunity, your vitality. That's simple. That's how simple Ayurveda is. To build this sense of being healthy and well. Take a look at your mind. Inhale for the sound of Om, deep breath in. We'll do just a couple of rounds of Om Shanti, so listen. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Try.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
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 So if some of you, a light bulb just went off, you're like, wow, that's why I have a low immune. You know, this is what was taking place at my birth. Don't worry about it. We have the tools to build it back up. We have the tools in our practice to build our ojas, the juiciness of who you are. Release the hands, open the eyes. Worry decreases ojas. So don't worry. Come on up to your hands and knees. Press back to child's pose. Drink your chai in the morning. That'll build your ojas. Drink your broth in the morning. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't done a soup cleanse yet. Now walk your upper body to the right side of your mat. Extend your spine nice and long. Breathe deeply, filling the prana in the body, each cell of the body. Our cells transform every single day. Walk to the other side of your mat. And come back to center. Come on up to your hands and knees. And slide your right arm out to the right. Slide your right arm underneath your left, taking your right ear to the floor. Threading the needle. You have layers of pranic body from the exterior all the way deep to the soul. The idea is, can you respect your soul's journey and all beings' soul's journey, whether or not that you agree with what they say or do? Come on out. We did both sides. Second side. Thankfully, I have a team over here. Although I know you guys have been a great team letting me know what I need to know. Good, second side. Drop into your breath. Talking about that on last week, being completely present in this moment will raise your ojas so that your mind is not scattered. The scattered mind is a vata mind, creating friction. Come on out. Downward facing dog. So steady the mind with your breath. Settle in. The book that I'm going to read to you from is called Everything is Here to Help You, Finding the Gifts in Life's Greatest Challenges. Walk your feet up to your hands, please. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, chair. Place your hands on your thighs. Push your thighs down. Inhale here. Exhale, round. No breath at all. Pump your navel in and out. No breath at all. Move your navel in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round. No breath at all. Pump your navel. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round. Move the digestive fire. Wake it up. Good. Inhale, look forward. Reach the arms up. Rise all the way up to stand. Beautiful. Take a hold of your left wrist and pull to the right. Push down through your legs. Push the tops of your thighs back so your sit bones stay wide. And then rise back up and take it to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center and sit back into chair. Place your hands on your thighs and cat and cow. So we're in the kapha time of the year. So 3 times of the year, right? Pitta is your summer time of the year. Your time that we're moving into the fall is our vata. And late winter into spring is our kapha. So this time of the year is really precious for us to be so nutrient rich. So the cells of the body, that transformation of the cells of our body is continuing to enjoy the wisdom. Each cell of our body has a wisdom. But it gets very cloudy when we put too much in, too much excess. Good, bow down, touch the floor. Lift your feet high. Standing forward bend. Stepping your left leg back behind you, please. Bend your right knee. And big wide hip circles here. Maybe take yourself into Ujjayi breath. Maybe your hands are both inside of your knees, so it makes it a little easier. There you go, Christine. Good. And then steady those hips. Walk your hands forward to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Send your butt back toward the back of your mat. Take your spine long. Make sure your knee is not passing your ankle. Steady. Steady breath, steady mind. The binding capacity of Ojas helps to mend and repair the friction that happens in our lives. So Ojas is absolutely necessary to build every single day through the mind, through the body, through the food, through the breath. Walk yourself to the left side of your mat, parallel your feet, and a deep bow here. Prasarita Padottanasana, deep bow. Maybe hold your outer shins, maybe bend your knees. Take a moment. Veronica and Sarah are doing an upcoming workshop on freeing the pelvis, which every one of us should take. But the idea here is let your pelvis release. Let it release because it holds so much tension, so much emotion. Good, come on up to your tippy toes just for a moment. Lift up nice and high. And then lower your heels back down, trying to keep your hips as high as they are. And then slowly walk yourself back to the front of your mat. Step back plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra and stay. So make it a low cobra, nice low cobra. Reach out through your legs, push down through your toes, pull in through your navel. Breathe. Relax those shoulders. And press back, child's pose. Every day our cells take this prana and convert it into knowledge. How we think, how we see clearly. So you find yourself in a moment of being impatient. You know you have to build your ojas. That's it. Super easy. If you're always impatient, then let's have a conversation. Let me help you out. Downward facing dog. I always think it's so funny, and I don't tend to be this person, but I always think it's so funny when you're driving and you go to let somebody out in front of you and they don't react immediately. You get annoyed at them, right? You're like, come on, go, 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 right? The poor person, that's usually me. Left foot steps forward. I'm not moving quick enough. Knee on top of an ankle, walk your hands inside, move your hips in a circle. You know, we do these really beautiful acts of kindness, but we want people to respond in our timing. Soften the mind, soften the edges of the mind. Definitely releasing in the pelvis. Walk your hands forward, the upper right-hand corner of your mat. Send your pelvis back, send your sit bones back. Nice. Everybody in the room, beautiful. Nice long spine. Breathe into the length of the spine. Tack that left hip crease back. Nice, lots of breath here. And then continue your journey to the right until you come to the center of your mat. Turn, turn, turn. Prasarita Padottanasana, second side. Yeah, grab a block if you need. That's great. You always have that sensation of letting your hands be able to drop. I remember when I was in India with my friend Sarah, the first time I ever went, I always talk about her because her way of teaching is so beautiful and so feminine. She always would talk about relaxing through the hands. You know, we have different variations. We can engage through the hands super well, but here, let's give our hands just that, let me release them. Let me relax them. Let me effortless the hands, so at least they're touching something. They're not just hanging there, dropping into the block or dropping into the floor. And then bend your knees a couple of times and straighten your legs. Bend your knees and straighten your legs. And then come back to that stillness and relax in your pelvis. Good. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Step back plank pose. Pause. Feel your strength. Lift up into your shoulders so you feel that energy drawing up through your hands. And then come slightly past your wrists and lower all the way down to your mat. Come up to a low cobra, Bhujangasana, nice low cobra. And breathe here for just a moment. Nice. Robin, Lorna, beautiful. Linda, Katrin, and friend. Good. Now stay here and just kick your heels towards your butt. Draw your head back as if your head's going to touch your heels. Keep the hands dragging back, chest lifting. Press back to child's pose. Nice, everyone. So also the 3 constitutions part of your life. So as a child, you're a kapha. As a teenager until you're in your early 60s, you're a pitta. 60s up Vata. And so these energies of strength, of Ojas, creating that peaceful environment around you. Ojas is not just immunity, but love, as it is expressed through patience. Ojas guards our minds and our bodies. Downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg back and up behind you with your breath. Use your breath. Now squeeze your leg. Keep your leg straight behind you in the split, but feel like you're squeezing your from your heel all the way up to your hip. Pull in, and that'll square your hips so nice. Good. Step your right foot forward. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale your arms to the sky. Keep that front knee bent. Bring your hands to your heart center. Pause. Lift your shoulders and pull them back. Feel the sense of the heart pressing right up into that hand. And then prayer twist to the right. Left elbow hook. Squeeze. And as you squeeze, now pull your head back and lean back. Squeeze your legs together. Lean back. Yes. Gorgeous. Touch down, hands to the floor. Beautiful. Step that back foot in just a little bit. Go straight on both legs. Blocks underneath your hands if you need them. Cellular wisdom. I don't know about you, but it really does blow my mind how we are created. And it's a good thing because you can't even wrap your mind around it. You know, I was created by the environment I was born into, the type of things that were happening in the world when I was born, the energy around my parents. Wow. No wonder I'm a little messy. Good. Step back, downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Vashisthasana if you'd like, or just move through the vinyasa. Right hand holds you. Or left. Changing sides if you're doing Vashisthasana. And then downward facing dog. Split with your left leg back and up once you arrive. Nice Raz. Remember, you're pulling from heel to hip, so you're squeezing in, which will square those hips. And then step that left foot forward. Take the arms up to the sky, high lunge. Be so powerful in that back leg, really take it up. But then soften into the pelvis and relax there. Maybe even squeeze the pelvic floor and release a couple of times just to feel that sense of letting go. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your chest up to meet those hands. Take those shoulders back. So you get nice and long. And then prayer twist over to the left. Hook. Once that elbow, left elbow comes to the right elbow comes to the left knee. Now squeeze the elbow in the knee and then pull the head forward and then lean back as if someone's holding you from behind. Spectacular. And drop the hands down and step your back foot in just a little bit. Go straight with both legs. Parsvottanasana. Let yourself open the mouth maybe and let the prana of your mind, the prana of your heart, the prana from your extremities to your deep core, from your deep core to your extremities. You are so much more. We are so much more than we can ever imagine. That's why we practice this. We practice to know. Stepping your right foot up to meet your left, standing forward bend. Bend your knees again. Reach your arms forward and up, chair. Drop your hands back onto your thighs. And this time you're going to inhale. As you exhale and round, you're going to try to churn your belly from left to right and right to left. So you're trying to, you can move your hips a little bit to create that. Then when you need breath, you'll look forward again, Agnisara. And when you round and there's no breath, you're going to start to churn your belly left to right and right to left. Beautiful. One more time. Stagnation of food in the belly is called ama, toxic, poison. Inhale, look forward, come on up to stand. Relax your arms alongside the body and just feel the mind. Feel your mind. If your mind is cloudy, right, know that your Ojas needs some building. Open your eyes, hug your left knee into your chest. Place your left foot on your inner right thigh, tree pose, and or below the knee, above or below the knee. Favorite arm position. See if you can raise your eyes if they're looking down, at least to horizon. Good, now wrap the left knee on top of the right knee, Garudasana, right elbow on top of left. Squeeze your shins toward each other, pull your inner thighs wide and apart from each other. That's good, Mark. Other than the balance right now, the arms look great. Good, fly away. Great. Good. All right. Tree pose, second side when you're ready. Right foot comes up, right knee comes up. Placing the foot either on the inner thigh or below. Favorite arm position, eyes up if you can. Breathing through your eyes, smiling through your eyes, kissing through your eyes. Our eyes have had to do a lot of work lately, huh? With the masks. We have to kiss through our eyes. Good, and then send that right knee on top of the left knee, left elbow on top of right elbow. You're breathing, yes? Great, Allison. And fly away. Nice. Good, sit back into chair. God almighty, what is with her in chair? Take your butt way back so your sit bones flare wide, hands at your heart center. Prayer twist to the right. Hug that left hip back. So your knees, if you look down at your knees, are in the same line. Good, now look down to the floor. Do not think about this. Just lift your left foot off the floor and send it back behind you. Just keep it up off the floor, off the floor. Bring that leg back up, standing forward bend. Smiling can't hurt. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward and up, chair. Prayer twist to the second side, to the left. Get a good hook. Pull your spine long. Sit back into your ribs. And then look down to the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor. Send it back. Keep it off the floor. Don't touch the floor. Hot coals. Bring it back up. And standing forward bend. I know. I want to say I hang around with kids too much, but I really don't anymore. Good. Step back plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. And turn your cheek to the side. And rest. So everything is here to help you, Matt Kahn. Says, as a way of cultivating the vibration of respect, people consider, please consider the wisdom of the following questions. What if I respect the divinity of others, whether or not they acknowledge it in me? What if I dare to honor my own divinity instead of waiting for others to see my light? What if I don't have to respect the unconscious actions of others in order to honor their soul? I will say that again. What if I don't have to respect the unconscious actions of others in order to honor their soul? What if any moment of disrespect is an opportunity to stop and respect myself at a deeper level? Are my personal choices demonstrating the deepest respect for myself and others? And if I make it my mission to earn more of my own self-respect on a daily basis, how would my life be different? And what would need to change? Your Ojas is formed at conception. What's happening globally? In your community, in your home. If you haven't turned your cheek to the other side, turn it to the other side. Can you maintain your peace? Build your immunity by creating a peaceful environment. Good, bend your elbows, come on up to Sphinx Pose. Turn your right forearm in front of you so it parallels the front of your mat. Reach your left hand back for your left ankle, thigh stretch. Draw that knee down. Commit to that knee, pressing down and drawing up into that hip socket, and then pull that heel gently towards your outer hip. Spread your toes, lift your chest. Breathe. And gently release and change sides. Again, commit that knee to pressing down and drawing forward and drawing all the way up. Lift your chest. Good, and then reach back for both ankles. I'll give you a choice. Either bend your elbows here and press both heels down, right? Double thigh stretch, or go ahead and press your heels away from your shoulders and come up into bow. Navel in. And press back to child's pose. Beautiful, everyone. When our cellular level is disturbed, our mind is disturbed. It also allows us to relax a little bit about judgment of other people. Who knows how they came into the world? What was their story? Or what is their story? Expressed as patience. The good news is that even if you came into this world with low immunity, low Ojas, you can build it, and you are doing that right now. Come on up, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, lower your left knee down to the mat. Take your arms up to the sky, Untitled, maybe a blanket underneath your back knee. Right foot forward, left knee on the mat. Arms up to the sky. Bend your elbows here for just a moment. Open the chest a lot. Pull those elbows wide. Lean back. Great, Elisa. Great, Allison. Joy, Nancy, Christine, Richie. Good. Now place your hands on the floor. Straighten that front leg. So you got to wiggle it forward just a little bit. Come on up to that heel. So it's Hanumanasana, and clasp your hands behind your back. Good, Alana, Lisa, good. And then go ahead and lean forward. Nice, Sarah, nice, Lisa. Lift those shoulders up, up, up. And then let those hands come forward and just allow your leg maybe to inch forward just a little bit, maybe stay right where it is. Ardha Hanumanasana. I do like both hands coming inside. That's totally acceptable. And I also like, for my body, to take my right leg a little bit more over to the right. So maybe try that. Take it a little bit more to the right. It really isn't as heavy as you made it sound. Good. Excellent. Come on up. Downward facing dog. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it doesn't look so pretty coming out of Hanuman. Left foot steps forward, right knee on the mat, Anjaneyasana. Bend those elbows, open that chest. Breathe deep into the bottom of your lungs. Clean out your lungs here. Watch that front knee. Don't let it fall in. Beautiful. And then place your hands down onto the floor. Nice, Sarah. Place your hands on the floor, Lydia. Beautiful. And straighten that front leg. Once you have that heel digging in and drawing up into that hip socket, clasp your hands behind your back. Trust your legs here. I mean, if you're going to fall, you're not going to hurt yourself. It's not that far. Lift those shoulders up, up, up. And then allow your hands to float down to the floor. Nice, Kathy. Maybe take both hands inside if that felt good on the other side, moving the leg a little bit more over to the left. Nice, Jackie. Heidi. Melody, Bruce. Love you guys. Nice work, everybody. So sweet. The serenity on your faces, everyone. Nice job. Inhale, come on up. Downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg back and up behind you, down dog split. This is where some of you do that really amazing flip on your back. Pigeon pose. Bring your right knee forward for pigeon or flip over on your back. Right ankle on top of left knee. And then walk yourself forward onto your forehead or your forearms. Making sure you are flexing your feet with if you are on your back. If you are with your belly facing the floor, you just want your baby toe to connect to the floor. Don't worry about fully flexing. Keep your navel drawn in. Breathing deeply. Ojas helps the mind stay free of disease. It's the essence of life, fully living. I mentioned yet that I have a training coming up. Now, if you have an interest, I have a 3-month Ayurvedic at-home chef training coming up, which will talk all about this in great detail. Keep that navel drawn in, keep that rib cage lifted, and breathe into the fullness of your back body. Good. If you're on your back, you can either stay there or flip back over into downward facing dog. So what I want you to do is, if your belly's facing the floor, walk yourself up, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and shoot your right leg over to the left. Shoot it all the way up. Now take your left arm to the sky. Yep. And if I don't make sense, look at Veronica. Good. Come on down. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Vinyasa of choice or none. Inhaling that left knee, left leg back and up once you're ready. Sliding left knee forward for pigeon and or lying on your back, left ankle to right knee. Squeezing the navel towards your back body and then softening through the heart. That's the beautiful balance. Navel in, heart forward. Navel and ribs in, heart forward. Nice. Nice, everyone. Nice, Christine. Kim, beautiful, Allison. Heidi, Nancy. Excited you're here, Jennifer Hall. Susan D. Angela C. Deep listening. Let your body speak. Its natural state, kapha, is ojas. Perfect immunity, perfect patience, perfect love. See how calm you could keep the mind here, quiet and calm. Nice, Lori. And then walking yourself back up, lift the back knee, slide that left leg out to the right, right arm up to the sky. You got it. That's it, Patrice. Nice. Yep. Yep. There's Lorna. Great, Robin. And touchdown. Beautiful downward facing dog. And come down to those knees and press back into child's pose. It tells the story of the Buddha, that we all know that moment that we can go to war with someone. He reverses the W-A-R and writes it backwards to raw. So instead of war, become raw. And he likens it to the moment that the Buddha became enlightened, sitting under the Bodhi tree. And that's the moment that his eyes were softly open, not closed, you know, pushing the world away, but open, seeing what was right in front of him. And what was right in front of him was demons and Mara and Maya, all this illusion that was coming at him, all of this untruth that was coming at him. He stayed, he just stayed in that place of equanimity. He stayed in that place of peace. He stayed in that place of absolute awareness. Downward facing dog, please. We'll take it through one more standing flow. So step your right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. And again, perfect opportunity to release the pelvis as much as you can. Nice. That's it. Even bending that back knee is often recommended by me. Just a nice little, I can let that go too. Okay. Good. Now straighten that back leg if you bent it. Put your left hand on your left hip. Left hand, left hip. And press your hip back into your hand. Just push your hip back. And then reach your right arm up and back. But keep pressing your hip into your hand. Keep that front knee coming forward. And then take your right forearm onto your right side. Take your left arm over your ear. You can always drop your right hand down to the floor if that's better for you. Slide your upper arm over your ear, side angle. Now push that hip back into that imaginary hand. Good. Dropping your left hand down to the floor. Spin up your back heel. Drop your left hand down to the floor. Spin up your back heel. Take your right arm to the sky. Twisting. Take that arm over your ear, lengthening. Lift your hips up. Yes. Breathe. Go ahead, float that right hand down to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Nice, Elisa. Take it through a vinyasa of your choice or none at all. You all are just so damn cute. Those of you who are facing me directly, those of you who are sideways facing me. Good, left foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 2. Right hand down to your right hip. Press your hip back into your hand. Lift your left arm up and come back, reaching back. Send your left knee more forward, more forward. Beautiful. And then let your left arm drop down to your left thigh or hand to the floor, right arm over your ear. Nice, Ruchi, Christine, beautiful, Nancy. Katrin, and lower your hands down to the floor, spin up that back heel, oops, and take that, thank you, Lord, left arm to the sky. And you could take that upper arm over your ear as well. Push your hips back. So weird, how am I pushing my hips back and my knee forward? Do it. Hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Good, walk or jump to the front of your mat, standing forward bend. Turn your feet wide and come into squat. Nice. Every day, 3-minute squat, every day. That'll unlock the pelvis, Veronica. Breathe here. If you have to be on your toes, be on your toes. If you need to be in chair, be in chair. Let go, let go, let go. Yeah. Big stuff. Cultivating the energy of respect and love and patience. Lie on your back. Please hug your knees into your chest. And then plant your feet on the floor, keeping your knees bent. Arms alongside the body. We'll just do some rolling bridges. So what does that mean? You're going to lift your arms up and over your head so your arms come to the floor behind you and lift your hips up. Keep squeezing your ankles in so you're really powerful in your legs. And then lower your hips back down and lower your arms back down. Keep doing that. Lift up, rolling bridge, arms up, go slow. Nice, Sharon. Kim, Susan, beautiful, Roz, Kathy. Nice, Bruce. Yep, keep going. Move into this flow. Nice, Alana. Good. The next time your hips come up, bring your arms back down alongside the body. Interlace your hands underneath you. Clasp your hands. Press your shoulders to the floor. Bridge pose. And then lower your hips back down, hug your knees into your chest. Don't cross your ankles here. Now take your right knee on top of your left knee. Take your arms back down to the floor. So instead of ankle to knee, knee to knee. There you go. Then squeeze your knees in towards your navel without using your hands. And then press your knees away from you, little bit. Pull your knees in, squeeze your shins, and press away. Keep going. Pull in, squeeze those shins. Feel the sit bones go wide. Good, and next time the knees squeeze in, keep them there, but now pull without using your hands, pull the shins apart from each other. Pull the shins apart, don't use your hands. Navel in. Come on back and switch, other knee on top. Squeeze the shins and just begin to move the knees away and toward, away and toward. Keep breathing. Next time you bring the knees in, squeeze the shins apart from each other without using your hands. Take your legs up to the sky. Take your arms out to letter T. Turn your palms face down. Take your legs ever so slightly to the right. Glue your rib cage to the floor. Take your legs ever so slightly to your left. Glue your right rib cage to the floor. Slightly back to the right. Slightly back to the left. Come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Happy baby pose, reach for your instep. And bring the soles of your feet down to the floor, bring them together. Let your knees drop wide and take some deep breaths here. Ojas, Tejas, and Prana. Tejas, that fire, digestion. Ojas, your vitality, your immunity. And Prana, the depth of your breath, and how you connect to the pranic energy of the universe, the breath of God or goddess. So many things build your ojas, right? Again, the food that you eat, the meditations that you do, the chants that ring through your mind, positive energy that you offer yourself and others, patience, kindness, gratitude. I'm going to give you an opportunity to go upside down. So if you like where you are right now, please stay. Or if you want to take shoulder stand, headstand, handstand, forearm balance, you're welcome to take one of those right now. We're just keeping your feet together, knees wide. If that works for you, that's awesome. Matt Kahn says, becoming raw in its most conscious expression begins with respect. The soul's innate quality of respect is a way of honoring the one in all, whether or not each person in view embodies their divinity honorably. From the soul's perspective, each scene of interaction was created to offer an opportunity for inner growth and spiritual expansion. It places the importance on our personal conduct in response to any circumstance at hand, means how we respond to ourselves and others becomes far more important to the evolution of our soul than the situation that comes to be. It's our reaction. What does our mind do? I'm going to give you another minute here. Happy full moon, by the way. And then go ahead and bring yourself back down from any inversion you might be doing. And I'd like you to find your way up to sit. Find a comfortable cross-legged seat. Great, Larry. All right, so we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. If for some reason you feel extra oh, you guys are not doing alternate nostril. So you can do it through your mind instead of closing off, which is what I was just going to offer. If you feel extra stuffed, right, like you're having trouble getting any breath through one nostril, use your mind. It works just as well. So your mind breathes up through the right nostril and out through the left nostril, in through the left nostril and out through the right. If you want to use your hand, you place your thumb on your right nostril, inhale left nostril. Close off the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale right nostril. Continue like that, in through one nostril and out through the other. Stay very tall. Sit up as tall as you can here. And again, using your mind to do it is very powerful. Prana. Building your pranic body. Building the ojas. Next time you exhale through the right nostril, breathe in through both nostrils as evenly as you can, releasing the hand down. And then letting go of the breathing pattern, just come into a couple of moments of silent meditation. You can stay here. Turn around to lie down on your back for Shavasana. You're also welcome to take final spinal twist before you lay down. Foods that are very high in Ojas building: avocados, apples, bananas, dates, figs, apricots, leafy greens, parsley, okra, sweet potatoes, yams, spinach, amaranth, basmati rice, oatmeal, quinoa. Stuff you already eat. You're like, check.
Thank goodness.
And then completely relax wherever you've chosen to be. Relax the mind, find peace. Ever so gently begin to deepen your breath. Let your body stretch in any way that serves you well. If you're lying on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side, come on up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart center. Chanting the sound Om builds Ojas. Deep breath in. Slide your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have an absolutely beautiful day, everybody.
Thanks, Sheryl.
You're welcome.